Hi there, this is Norman Green of Copies Now, and doing a quick little tutorial video on how to update your local aware website if you are someone with the intelligence and foresight to use our friends at localaware.com to create a nice little website for you. It's something that you can keep up to date all by yourself. Today I'm using a tool through Mozilla Firefox, which is a free web browser, and I'm using a free plugin that has video capture, and it's called CaptureFox. I'm sure it's capturefox.com, but if you go to the Mozilla site and look under plugins and type in CaptureFox, it's a free download. It's very small. It's very easy to install, and it's pretty simple to use. Otherwise, I wouldn't be managing. Anyways, you can see the numbers climbing here as our seconds proceed. So I'll go on further. You don't have to be working in Mozilla to capture. You have to leave it running. I just reduce it down to the taskbar here. Okay, so here's an example of a website through the localaware.com. This is the one for Copies Now here in Bellingham, Washington. Fabulous people. Excellent, good-looking staff there. Now what I do is I keep, when I'm wanting to update my site, because there are all of these different features in here that all look so nice. For example, this is how it pop up some of the services that Copies Now can provide here. And but you can't change it from here. However, you, as the administrator to your site, have a back door. So what I'm going to do is I like to be able to toggle back and forth in real time from what I've done here, which is to say at localaware.com. So you'll type in your unique business ID and your unique password. To log on. And this is what the desktop looks like. Now, we haven't had our site very long, but we have had 28 unique hits, and it's only as good as you promote it. I've just kind of added things on the 4th or so, so it's been not very many days. It's only the 7th now. But here's the meat. This is where you can make changes, and it shows you a different graphical look, but the same information that will appear on your site, like our business hours, our listing of services, social media links, services provided. You can't make the changes here. So if you want to update anything, images or what have you, you got to go to update. So all of this stuff, you know, payments that you means of payment that you accept, and tra-la-la. Price range, you know, for us, it just depends on what it is that you're doing. And then down here, how available you are, list of services provided. So for instance, say we want to add another thing that says rack cards, which are those lovely little thing that you see in the little kiosks that and list of charities that you support. It's a very good idea to let people know who it is that you're interested in. You know, we've got various things, both local and international. So I'm going to add another one here in the middle here for the Bellingham Festival of Music. And then your green practices. And, you know, just take a look around your business and see what it is that you're doing to make things a little bit better for the generations to follow us. And then when you're done, it's just at the bottom of each of these screens there's a click to proceed button. Hit that. I do believe we should be able to toggle over now and see that rack cards has appeared in here somewhere. I don't know, wherever it is. And you know, about us. So here we got our business hours, the type of nice little Google map there, business images. There we go. There's our rack cards. Like there's two different places for adding that information. Charity supported, so now it does include the Bellingham Festival of Music on there, which is a nice way to draw people's attention to the charities that you support. Toggling back over to our interface, it looks totally different. You know, it's the local aware site. Okay, so say you want to coupons is a big part of this, and these are very easy to add. So we're going to add one here. And you start out with a generic thing. It assumes that you're going to keep the same sort of slogans and hours of operation and that sort of thing. So we take every means of payment known to man, shy of chickens and rutabagas. You want to pick an expiration date for your coupon. Myself, I like to call up the little calendar just to make sure that I do know where I'm talking about. Oop. Come on. So we'll make this the last day in September. I don't really have any images to upload, but we'll call this half off. And we'll say 50% savings on full color rack cards, since we've decided we're going to promote those, right? Short descriptions of rules and conditions. One thing that you might want to include on here, you know, not to be combined with other discounts. You know, just so that they don't actually, you know, you do want to make something on yours. And you can see I've got 260 possible characters to work with further on. But this is good enough for now. Click to proceed. May even give us a little preview, half off 50%, not to be combined with it. I'll probably add more details later. But you can see it's got the expiration date, and each of these that they print out will have a unique ID number on it, and so you can know, you can look and see how many have been printed through this interface and how many, then you can track how many actually got turned in. Another thing that you can add is blog, so we're gonna add a new entry there. Actually, before we do that, let's add an event, because I'm kind of more prepared for that one. So I'm going to delete that, because we're going to retype that one. So we're going to add an event. And again, go to your calendar. This one's a little bit different. You can jump whole years at a time or months at a time. So on September, it's the 26th. No, it's not. It's not. It's my mistake. That would have been good. It's October, excuse me. 24th, that's the date I was looking for. At 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. And we'll call this one Clover Book Launch. Now what I did was, because there is no spell check through the local aware at this point, maybe something comes in a more advanced iteration of the software. At this point there's no spell check, so I like to type things up in a word processing program. Myself, I use OpenOffice. It's a free word processor, open source code stuff, and before I paste it in, I check the spelling. Oh, we got everything right, so it's not a problem. And then I grab all of that text. I could have done that up here, maybe probably easier. Select all, also from edit, copy, and that puts it on a clipboard on your computer. I toggle over to the screen that I'm going to paste it into, and then Control V is the paste command in Windows. And so there you go. If you don't take out the event instructions, it will print that series of generic stuff. In this case, it's going to be at Village Books, so that's 1200 11th Street. It's here in the United States. It's in Washington State. And in this case, it is in fact in Bellingham. Technically Fairhaven, I guess. 98225 on the south side there. Now, if you'd like, you can upload a photo. In this case, I've got the book cover for the inaugural issue of the Clover magazine. And then if you'd like, you can direct them to your website if it has more details, or you can direct them to whoever the event is, whatever is most appropriate. So I'm going to direct them towards the Village Book site because that's where the event's going to be, and that's so they can find an easy map on how to get there. And there it is. It's appeared. Clover Literary Rag book launch will be held at Village Books in Fairhaven on October the 24th at 1 p.m. Okay, so that'll do for now. And as you see, each time you go over one of these, it says manage. It changes from whatever it is. So we're going to add a blog. In this case, not a great typist. Like I say, it's always good to type these things in a word processing program first. So I'm just going to go over here. This is an old blues lyric from Jimmy Reed. Again, I used the select all to grab all of it, and then I'll copy it because I've already typed it and I've checked it and I know that's what I want, and then I'll do Control V to paste it in, and so everybody can look and see how cool I am because I love old Jimmy Reed. Now if I had a picture of Jimmy Reed, I could upload a photo. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to say click to proceed, and that entry has been added. So now copiesnowsavings.com has 2 blog entries, instructions on how to email a font, and the fabulous lyrics to Jimmy Reed, Shame, Shame, Shame. Now it's like, well, that's a silly thing that doesn't really have anything to do with our business, so I can delete it. And it gives you a chance to say, no, I didn't really mean to delete it, but yes, we do. We want to delete that. So there we go. So the more you do on your site, the more you're likely to drive people to it. And keep it active. Keep it moving. Do all kinds of funky stuff. In our case, we have place where people can upload files to us, because we work with graphics files, or they can email us, that sort of thing. And it also links to our other website here, our more mainstream website. This is a special one we call Copies Now Savings because it has tips and tools for how to save money, along, of course, with the coupons and the promotions and that sort of thing. Have fun, and I hope you enjoy a long experience with our friends at localaware.com.